The 2009 SAP 505 World Championship in San Francisco created a perfect backdrop for SAP to continue its heritage in sailing. One of the goals during the regatta was to demonstrate its business intelligence tools, showcasing the same winning attributes that has made SAP the world's leading provider of business software: speed, precision, and results.
Essentially what we do in sponsorships is we look at ways to engage our customers to tell a technology story about how our solutions solve a problem in the sport that we sponsor, and also to positively position the SAP brand. So with sailing, and specifically with the SAP 505 Worlds, we're able to entertain our customers and at the same time show them how our software solves a problem for the regatta.
We decided to make a demo to really show how the SAP technology can be used on a race course to demonstrate the idea of showing business people how instant feedback can be helpful to their business.
What we're given the task of doing was taking our standard business intelligence software and solutions and making it applicable for this race. We wanted to be able to allow skippers to chart a winning strategy, to be able to see what the conditions are on the course versus wind, current, time of day, and then to be able to measure that against what their actual performance was.
For TracTrac, it's been a great experience working as a subcontractor to SAP. What generally takes months to do, integration product with us, was done in weeks, so that's been mind-blowing.
Because the boats all carry GPS devices, we have every 4-second feedback from each boat on a course, giving us precise position of the boat and how they're doing relative to the competition. And there are 100 boats out there, so you can imagine there's a lot of data.
SAP is able to leverage the huge amounts of data we give them, and we're literally talking hundreds of thousands of records of data per race, and make that into nice, accessible information that might just give the sailors that little competitive edge that might make a world champion.
After every race, there are 20 or 30 skippers that are crowding around the demo. You can actually give them analysis that shows how they performed relative to the competition, every segment of the race course, and how they performed relative to their previous races under different conditions. So they can go back, analyze this information, and adjust the boat, adjust their strategy, adjust their tactics to do a better job the next time through.
We've been analysing just GPS data for a couple of years now, but to be able to add the wind and the current to that is a big step up. What you can learn from that can improve your performance, just make you make better decisions when you're out there in the middle of a race.
We really love it, and it helps us a lot because we're from Germany and sailing in this area with a lot of current. It's very important to have correct data from the current, and SAP software is a very nice tool and it helps us a lot.
Some aspects of the data is really useful, especially the tacking angles, and it'd be really interesting to look at the jibing angles downwind in different conditions as well. 505's the perfect jibing angle in moderate air may not have been found yet. I'll watch with interest what SAP come up with.
For SAP, we think it's really important that we're able to solve a problem in the sport. So looking ahead, we hope that sports will be able to use our solutions to make a strategic decision about how to win or how to better themselves. And we feel like SAP Business Objects Explorer is a great tool to do that.
If you take a look at a typical business executive, they need to make decisions to change course that their business is taking. They need to know what the competition is doing. They need to know what the market is doing. They need to know what their customers are saying about them. They need to know all these factors and get literally instant feedback. The faster the feedback, the faster you can correct what you do so you can do a better job in the next round of execution, next day, next week, next month. The marketing team at SAP has built a series of messages that are around the idea of clarity, the idea of connecting strategy to execution, the idea of knowing what you do at every instant of time so you can improve your execution. And in that, the SAP story differentiates itself from the rest of the marketplace.